So the steps of the IEP process include number 1, pre-referral. This is the interventions that are tried before referral for evaluation. Pre-referral activities are used to screen students before more formal procedures are implemented. The purpose of this stage is to document and explain students' difficulties and challenges, test the effectiveness of classroom accommodations and modifications, assess the power of various instructional interventions, and monitor the student's progress. After pre-referral comes referral. If pre-referral interventions are not successful, the individual is referred for special education services. Referrals can come from a variety of sources, including teachers, parents, social service agencies, public health nurses, daycare professionals, and or a doctor. Identification is next. Assessment is one foundation of the planning process. The purpose of this step is to determine whether a child has a disability, whether special education is required, and what type of services are needed. Evaluations are completed by multidisciplinary teams made up of professionals who have expertise in each area of concern. Eligibility is next. The information from the assessment step is used to identify students who actually have a disability and qualify for special education services. The IEP team then determines what components of the full range of special education and related services are needed so that an appropriate education can be planned for and delivered for the student. Development of the IEP. The IEP is an individualized education plan. For students who qualify for special education, the next step requires the parents and the IEP team. The team and parents work together to make decisions about appropriate education services and placement. The assessment results are used to make the IEP decisions. The team, parents, and child, if appropriate, use the knowledge to identify resources needed for the student to access the general education curriculum, determine the appropriate goals for the individual, and then take all the information to make it into an appropriate plan for the child. The implementation of the IEP. When an IEP is completed, services in the program begin. The IEP lays out what is appropriate in regards to education for the child, the extent to which the child participates in the general education classroom, the accommodations a student receives both for instruction and for testing, and any related services that the student may need. Evaluation review. It is expected that frequent assessment of the individual's performance will occur. I also have a website on my website that provides more information about the IEP process.